Ouija board, a tool of mystery, a portal to the unknown, a bridge between the living and the dead. Today was a good day for talking to the dead. The kind of day where the air feels heavy with secrets and the rain whispers tales of the past. That's the thought I woke up with when I saw it was one of those grey, rainy days. The sky was a blanket of clouds and the streets were slick with rain. Days where I felt my loneliness harder than ever. The kind of loneliness that seeps into your bones and makes you crave any kind of connection, even with the other side. People walked by on the sidewalk in twos and threes, their forms blurred by the pouring rain. They seemed so distant, so unreachable. Drip, drip, drip. The sound was almost hypnotic. I went up to the attic and grabbed the dusty old Ouija board. It had been years since I last used it, years since I dared to open that door. I hadn't used it in years. It was a relic of my past, a past filled with curiosity and a touch of recklessness. I set the board on the coffee table and grabbed the planchette, taking in a deep breath. The air felt thick, charged with anticipation. Does this work with just one person? I wondered. The thought made me uneasy, but I was determined to find out. I gently placed my middle and index finger on the planchette, positioning it over the G to start. The wood felt cold under my touch. I took a deep breath in, let it out. The room seemed to hold its breath with me. Spirits, we call to you. My voice echoed in the silence, a plea to the unseen. For a moment, nothing happened. The room was still, the air heavy. And then the planchette began to move. Slowly at first, then with more certainty. I watched in horror as my fingers moved over the letters I-S-A-N-Y-O-N-E-T-H-E-R-E. The question hung in the air, a bridge between worlds. Why, yes, I said, my voice a little hoarse. W-H-A-T-I-S-Y-O-U-R-N-A-M-E. My throat tightened. The spirit was reaching out, seeking a connection. Why did the spirit want to know my name? The question gnawed at me, filling me with unease. Ada, I replied, my voice wavering. A-R-R replied, my voice wavering. A-R-E-Y-O-H-A-P-P-Y-A-D-A. The question was simple, yet it cut deep. Cold chills ran down the entire length of my body. The room felt colder, the air more oppressive. I closed my eyes tight, trying to block out the fear. Yes, I finally said. The word felt hollow, a lie I told to keep the darkness at bay. I suppose I'm happy enough. The words were a shield, a way to protect myself from the truth. I took a deep breath in, a deep breath out. The air felt heavy, each breath a struggle. That wasn't really true, but it was the simplest answer I could give. The truth was too complicated, too painful. I opened my eyes, bracing myself for what might come next. But there wasn't just one hand on the planchette. There were two. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut. I leapt back and shrieked. The sound echoed in the empty room, a cry of pure terror. In an instant, the hand was gone. The room was empty, but the fear lingered. I sat there, panting, my heart going a mile a minute. The silence was deafening, the fear overwhelming. Shaking, I made my way back to the Ouija board. My hands trembled as I reached out, placed my fingers on the planchette. Who are you? I asked, my voice barely a whisper. The planchette moved under my hands almost frantically, snapping from letter to letter. H-O-W. 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 The word hung in the air. The question was a reminder of mortality. What the hell? The question was chilling, a reminder of mortality. What kind of mind games was this spirit trying to play? K-I-L-L-E-D. Oh, K-I-L-E-D-D-H-O. K-I-L-E-D. I'm not dead, I shrieked. You are. The words were a desperate. Stop. Stop, IT. I screamed, my voice echoing in the silence. But then I just can't. Call up. Hey, yeah. The reminder of my isolation. A rainy day like this. The rain was a constant, a reminder of that fateful day. I'd made it to a friend's house, but he had followed me, didn't he? The memory was hazy, but the fear was real. It was his form standing in the doorway as the rain pattered on the tin roof. The sight was haunting. A ghost from my past. It was water dripping off his face that I heard plopping to the floor. Drip, drip. The sound was a constant reminder of that night. M. I started saying his name. The word was a plea, a cry for help. But it was too late. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. The planchette careened from under my fingers, settling on goodbye. The word was final, the door closing. And then there was silence. The room was empty, the air heavy with the weight of what had just happened. I was sitting in the house all alone on an endless rainy day. The rain was a constant, a reminder of my solitude. Silhouettes flicked by on the sidewalk, blurred through the windows without faces or form. They were ghosts of the living, reminders of what I had lost. The silence was only broken by the sound of the rain. Drip, 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 drip. The sound was a constant, a reminder of the past and the present, a bridge between worlds.